In the beginning was the Word, and we have seen his glory. He who came down from heaven, full of grace and truth. If you go down to the beach around midnight, in one of those edge-of-the-world beaches like Hatteras or St. George Island, where there's no gaudily lit-up strip or high-rise hotels calling attention to themselves with spotlights, if you go down to the beach around midnight, you can see heaven. Technically, what you see is the Milky Way. But as far as I'm concerned, it's what actual heaven looks like. Heaven in the heavens, a sparkling, glowing home of God and all the angels, luminous matter, silently rotating among hundreds of billions of stars. A galaxy, our galaxy, 100,000 light years in diameter. One year when my boys were small, we rented a house on such a beach during the time of the midsummer Perseid meteor shower. After they had gone to bed after a long day of jumping in waves and digging in sand and collecting shells, I went outside to sit on the plastic porch chair, head thrown back and face turned upward, trying not to blink, to watch for shooting stars. It was after midnight. An orange, yellow streak would occasionally zoom up and flash overhead as if traveling in the cosmic fast lane past all the other stars into heaven itself. But my favorite ones were the ones that seemed to be speeding down toward the horizon like an angel, a shimmering otherworldly being coming to make a heavenly announcement on earth. It was like Christmas in July. And I gasped in awe at the celestial show that I somehow felt part of as I sat in the deep, dark silence. Because it wasn't just up there, it was all around me. A silence punctuated only by the rhythmic lapping of the gentle surf, like the very heartbeat of God. That which enveloped me was the same silence and dark and heartbeat permeating the whole universe. It was an otherworldly experience where there was nothing between me and the entire cosmos. After midnight in places like that, everything is so quiet that the stillness almost shimmers. It's easy to imagine that the heavens are serenely just floating around up in silence up there, exactly the same forever and ever. But there's also something in the makeup of our galaxy that causes it all the time to create new stars, more new stars from celestial dust, stardust, the same dust of which we are made. And while creation might be an almost magical phenomenon, it's not actually completely soundless. The birth of a star creates a cosmic melody, but our human ears cannot pick up those galactic sounds because they are so very deep. Thus, it takes a particular kind of listening to hear them. And so it is with the birth of a Savior. It takes a particular kind of listening to perceive him in our busy, noisy Christmas. On our Christmas cards and in our pageants, the baby is surrounded by the heartbeats and the breathing of sheep and cows and oxen and donkey, the sound of earthly life. But the heavenly sounds, the Gloria in Excelsis, the angel songs our hearts yearn to experience, must be heard with something other than our ears. The world around us is almost always noisy. But salvation itself slips into our hearts with only the sound that love makes, a sigh too deep for words. Today, Christmas has truly come, the thinnest time and the thinnest place of all, when heaven really comes to earth, when there is really nothing between us and God. Christmas is not way up there, but it's right here, all around us. In the beginning was the Word, and then the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, full of grace and truth. The heavenly is bound up with the earthly, the divine with the human, the cosmic with the particular. And the one who was born, the King of the universe and the Savior of the world, is also the Lord of our particular hearts, where today, again, we have allowed him to be born.